distinguished guest, Lt.Col.Manoj Kumar Sinha. Now I request sir to please take his seat on the dais. Lt. Sinha is a proud veteran of the Indian Army, following in the footsteps of his father, who also served in the Indian Armed Forces. He is widely admired for his inspirational writings and motivating speeches which have touched countless hearts. After completing his 12th standard, he joined the Indian Air Force as an airman. While serving the nation, he earned his graduation degree from the Osmania University in Hyderabad. Later, he pursued law from the TPT College in Jamnagar, a testament to his commitment to learning and growth. Even while serving the Air Force, he never lost sight of his dream of becoming an army officer. His perseverance and effort paid off when he succeeded in the CDS examinations and was commissioned into the Indian Army's ASC. During his distinguished career, he excelled in administration, map management, and combat logistics. Before retiring, he served at the embarkation headquarters in Mumbai, overseeing vital operations. Today, he continues to serve our nation by managing import and exports of weapons, equipment, and armors for all of our forces. Sir, your thoughts and poetry continue to inspire countless youngsters to join the armed forces and carry the torch of patriotism for our beloved motherland. It is truly an honor to have you here today with us. On behalf of everyone present here, I would extend our deepest respect and gratitude. I now request Sir to address the gathering.
Vande Mataram. Respected Principal, Director Vashu Sir, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. You must have all got used to be addressed as my dear children, right? Mere pyare bachon, that's what everybody must have been addressing with that. But I'm addressing you as ladies and gentlemen because you are going to be one. And whatever we talk here, in fact, whatever education that you're going through here is, the purpose of it is to build you, prepare you for the future. And the future is about you becoming good, strong, nice ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I'm taking you to the future and addressing you as ladies and gentlemen. You know, whatever I talk to you, I'll talk to you because of an experience that I've been through. And the greatest of that experience that I have been through, of all the experiences that I have been through in my life, everybody goes through. But my greatest one is something which is also my guru. And it is that guru from where even today I continue to learn. And that guru of mine, that teacher of mine, that one great experience of mine, which is my guiding light in my life, is death. Mrityu se seekhta hoon. Because I've seen death, I've experienced death, and it is from there that I speak what I speak. To tell you something like what happened to, I'll give you a bit of background of my journey and then we'll talk about I was like you growing up in the schools, and when I joined the Indian Army, I wasn't very, very well aware of the world and how it works and all in those days. The background that I came from, no newspaper, no, and neither was I very interested कि हो क्या रहा है देश में, like खेलो कूदो मस्ती में, like I was that kind of a guy. Not very good example to quote. You guys are very, very well read and very well aware, and that's very good. So I wasn't that. So I joined the Indian Army with 3 beliefs. One of them was because my father was in Air Force, so we used to keep getting transferred, and whenever we used to keep getting transferred from one place to another, there used to be in every cantonment, every Air Force station, there used to be a temple, and in that temple there used to be some Devi or some Devta, some God used to be there. And I used to probably believe in in my naivety of a child when I was growing up that, this God here is probably the in charge of this area. So either if I go to ask anything, I go to ask him. So if this Ganapati temple means, I'll say, okay, now small little things, tomorrow there is a test. तो गणपति बापा थोड़ा नंबर right kind of a thing. And the next station it was say Durga temple, so anything small little thing, you know, Durga Mata thoda dekh lena yaar, hai na. I thought she is the in charge. So what I'm trying to say is that faith was very, very personal and flexible. I never believed that faith could be that, you know, what it is being made out to be today. The entire world is fighting. I'll be very blunt because as I told you, I'll not be trying to be politically and diplomatically correct because the world is not so. And the times that are coming are going to be very, very, I won't say tough, but yeah, there are challenges and I want you to be prepared for that. So I'll be very blunt about it. I'll not hide, I'll not hold anything back when I speak. So that is one. And about the faith, that it is very flexible. In the section, next was that whenever I was growing up and I saw two people, kids, or my friends or in school or wherever, arguing or getting into a fight, I used to try and stop them. यार नहीं लड़ते ना, कि why are you fighting? So listen. By the time, at times I could stop them, at times I could fail. I would fail, and they would get into a fight. So whenever that thing happened, I used to feel it as my failure. I could not live up to the expectation. I didn't have the maturity to stop them. At that time, I used to feel that probably had there been someone wiser, someone far more mature like sir or principal ma'am or my friend only, which I thought ki today is not here. Had he been there, he was a very wise man, he would have stopped this fight. Because I believe that everybody in this world can be convinced to live in peace. And I believe that peace is a very basic requirement after roti kapda makan and carnal desires. So that is the basic requirement. Why would in this world anybody not like to live in peace? So समझाना पड़ेगा ना, you all समझेगा. That's what my firm belief. And the third was that my father, as I told you, is in the Air Force, so we used to travel. In those days, trains were very slow, no direct trains. So Bangalore posting, I belong to Bihar, Chhapra. 4 trains changing, small, chuk, black wala engine wala train. No? It will take 5 days to go. And I used to stand on the window, sit or stand on the window. And I used to keep looking outside. And you know, the villages are going, fields are going, small ponds are going. And I used to be fascinated by my countryside. Oh my God, what beautiful country Bharat is. And when they go 4 days, it has been 4 days I've been traveling, it never ends. Endless. This country is endless. 3 beliefs. I joined the army and first posting was on the borders with Jammu and Kashmir. And first, so we reached there, I reached there, my unit, and I was going on a patrolling, and I was walking, the man next to me, the Jawan next to me told me to stop. I told, what happened? Bola Saab. A bit of Hindi you can understand, a few words? A few words, alright? So Bola Saab, hamara ilaka khatam ho gaya. Our area is over here. And wo dekho samne, oh that Pakistani post. If we take one step ahead, he will shoot. And I had grown up with this belief that my country is endless. इधर मेरे को एंड दिखा दिया किसी ने, राइट? मैंने कहा ये क्या हो गया? And I was never bothered about my country. Like, you know, as I told you, I grew up by not very wise and very knowledgeable, so I didn't know. You know, it's something like, right now you all are very young, all of you must be very good, healthy. So if whole day, if your parents keep telling you health, you will see क्या है ये, मतलब क्या सुबह शाम health कर रहे हैं. But probably at my age or principal man's age, when थोड़ा कुछ problem होएगा, then we will see, नहीं, now we got to take care, right? So similarly, in my country, I never saw any problem. So because I did not see any problem, so मेरे को वो patriotism वाला नहीं था, देश के लिए करना, ठीक तो है देश, क्या करना है इसमें? It's good ना? I didn't see any problem. So no problem in the country, it's very fine, beautiful, and maybe I was a bit positive thinking guy, मेरे को कोई problem. But now, 2 things. Firstly, देश का border, endless, tarnished, problem सामने है. This border also is not acceptable to him. He wants to destroy this also. So ladies and gentlemen, at that moment, when I turned back and looked at the same piece of soil, land, that walked, my perception towards Bharat began to change. It is from that moment that I began to understand Bharat, and I am continuing to understand even till today. every day, every evening is my understanding, right? So that is what it is. So that perception gone, and then next what happened is that when I joined the, I told her, I will peace loving man. Many peace. I go, why are you fighting? क्यों लड़ रहे हैं? Oh, there are terrorists, they want to come and destroy. I will talk to the terrorist. I'll tell him, let us not fight. So when I was sitting, we used to listen on radio set. The terrorists are talking to one another, radio man. We will quietly listen for some information, something. But then there will come a moment in time when I will feel that there is nothing important they are talking, or whatever information we can get, we have got it. So then I will try and come into that conversation. Then I will tune in. Hello, Sati. Sun bhai Sati. So most of the time we will switch it off. Hey, army wala sun raha hai. Right? But there will be some terrorist, he is also sitting in the jungle and a hill, he is also getting bored. We will say, okay, time pass karte hain. So he will join my conversation. Then I will start talking to him. Why are we fighting? Yaar? My colleagues will, tell me, साहब क्या कर रहा है? आतंकवादी है, टेररिस्ट है. ये इसको आप कन्विंस कर रहे हैं क्या कि पीस में? नहीं, ट्राई करते हैं ना. Let me try यार. We can stop this entire battle. Peace, na? So I will show you one of the conversations. You can hear that conversation between me and a terrorist. And I kept doing for months and months together. Trying this. Shanti kar lenge na. Kisko nahi chahiye shanti yaar in this world? Who would not like to live in peace? Right? So that is my honest affair. So I just want to make you see this. Right?
हमारे क्या कर रहा है? हम सब एक ही तो है. ये क्या दुनिया इंसानियत के बीच में बरकरार नाम के रखती है कि तुम्हारा हमारा हम सब एक ही है. जैसे आप जा रहे थे, मेरी तो मैं तेरी 5 बार हुई है, मेरी 5 बार हुई है. एक ही दवाई से मेरा भी बुखार ठीक होता है, मेरा भी बुखार ठीक होता है. तो इसमें हमारा क्या लगा?
This terrorist voice.
हमारा तो ये मुल्क ही है इतना बड़ा और इतना इतना बड़ा है कि यहाँ मुसलमान, हिंदू, सिख, ईसाई, पारसी, बुद्ध सभी रहते हैं. इस मुल्क का एक ही मजहब है, मोहब्बत का, भाईचारे का. इंसान का और कोई मजहब नहीं होता है. नाम चाहे जो दे दो, सबके साथ इंसान है और मोहब्बत एक दूसरे करते हैं और रहते हैं. एक दूसरे के खिलाफ नफरत करना ये आप मन जो सिखाओ.
Okay, so this is the kind of conversation I used to have with him, always trying to convince. So but after period of time, I began to feel that earlier whenever I failed to bring peace between two people who were fighting, I thought it was my failure. This, after doing it for months and months, I began to get a feeling that this time I am speaking to a different animal. And it is not my failure. Nobody can convince you. Once this dawned on me, then I became a very, very willing and desperate fighter. Then I went about killing. Then I enjoyed killing these guys. Then I killed a lot of them. I'm so fortunate that I joined the Indian Army. I'm so fortunate that I got an opportunity to fight the enemies of this country. I'm so fortunate that I got an opportunity to kill the enemies of this country. And I'm also so fortunate that I got an opportunity to look into the eyes of the dying terrorist. No, I'm not a sadistic man. It was not that the terrorist dying, I was enjoying it. What I was enjoying is that when I looked into his eyes, I wanted to see that belief dying and demolished, that anyone can come and destroy Bharat. That belief that he was carrying, I wanted that, see that it is getting demolished. And I saw that happening every single time, ladies and gentlemen. Why I am telling you death is a great leveler? Because you may today, all of us, we may agree to something, we may not agree to something. Whole life will pass by telling him, look, this is right, this is wrong. Normal maybe, any belief. But in the moment of that, everybody comes down to realize what was right and what was wrong. That's why I say that death is my guru. So then what happened is that it's not a movie that only I will kill. Udhar se bhi lagega na. So apart from killing them, unfortunately, and my biggest pain in my life is that I also lost men. I saw death happening in my arms, and then one day I got shot. Yeah, this is how I got shot. So the bullet hit me in the front, the jawbone flew out from here, and the bullet came from behind. So when I got shot, I was lying on the ground, and I thought, okay, I'm dying. ठीक है ना? So I was lying on the ground, I knew I'm dying. Death is the truth. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, of all the truth that you know in this world, there are so many truths. As you go ahead, as you grow wiser, as you do more contemplation, meditation and things like that, or experience will, and if you're mature enough, you will realize there are so many other truths. But there is one truth. If there is one truth that you should all know, understand, which is, even at the present level of understanding that is that we are not sure that we will see the sunset today, right? Are we very sure? Anything can happen. Sorry, I'm very comfortable talking about death. People are scared. So don't worry. Hey, kya banda aa gaya? Khali maut ki baat kar raha hai. But death is my good friend, yaar. So I'm not scared of it. So it's a very lovely thing that I talk about. Very nice experience. So we're not sure that we will see sunset today, right? Anything can happen. We're not sure sunset tomorrow we will see or not. But we are sure of only one thing, that we will all see is death. Agreed? Everybody. So death is, what I'm trying to say is, by our present level of understanding also we know that death is a truth. So probably you must have seen in kindergarten, school or somewhere, quotation on the wall, truth is love. You must have heard this quote, truth is love. Truth is love. And if death is a truth, then shouldn't we start loving death? Why I'm telling you that any knowledge and information, if you look at it from the background of any truth, any illusion in that knowledge will fall off. वो होता ना, the doctor जो होता है एक्सरे को देख के वो लाइट में लगाता है ना वो वॉल पे, once he puts that, it's clear. So any information and knowledge that you have, if you can look at it from a backdrop of with the truth in the backdrop, it will be very clear. So there are so many truths. I wish you, hope and pray that you all go on to realize so many great truths that are existing in this world, but there is one truth I want you to realize today is death. So once you put it against death, you will come to know how much correct and how much of illusion there is there. So that is why it is. So I was there on the ground, I thought I'm dying, and in every moment of truth, please understand, if it is, I'm trying to simplify some spiritual understanding. In every moment of truth, there is only one thing which is right. Right? Every moment. So at that moment, when I knew that I'm dying, there's only one thing, and as per that truth, there is only one karma you can do. You have a karma. So that is how you get guided as to kya karna chahiye, what we should do in every moment. Is the biggest dilemma today, na? Kya karna chahiye? In this situation, what is right, what is wrong? So if you look at it from the backdrop of truth, then it will become very clear. So at that moment, I was lying on the ground, I didn't have no strength, nothing, I knew I'm dying. And it's not that I knew I'm dying. You got to accept it. There will be people who would know I'm dying, but they don't want, mere ko bachao, I don't want to die. No, not that. You got to accept it. Accept truth the way it is without adding your own personal perception to it. You don't have to make it feel good. You don't have to make it feel bad. You don't have to make it feel happy. You don't have to make it feel sad about it. If you say this is an experience and it makes me very happy, then in that truth you have added some illusion. If a situation makes you sad, then even if it is truth, you have added some illusion. Right? समझ गया ना मेरी बात? It could be crystal clear water, but some color if you add it, then it's not. So moment you add your own personal feelings to it, the truth will get diluted. ठीक है ना? इसी को बोलते हैं निष्काम भाव से सत्य को देखना. Right? So I knew it's there, not that I wanted to die, not that I wanted to live, but there is a duty that I can do, and that is that I need to keep taking breath. With this kind of injury, it was very difficult for me to breathe. तो मैंने कहा मेरा काम है कि I need to keep breathing, which was very difficult because the bullet had gone through here, that air fight सब फट गया था. Then I realized that my men are picking me up. I knew I'm dying, अभी इधर ही मरेगा मैं, and I'll go. But then I realized because the bullets are still flying all across, so my men were picking me up. And I go, okay, maybe there is some hope. So they carried me, they put me into a vehicle. And the vehicle, then I thought, vehicle after 10-15 minutes, I thought, my Srinagar Army Hospital is in Srinagar, Kashmir, mein na? That is about 1.5 to 2 hours. Yaar. I don't think I can survive for 1.5 or 2 hours. It was not an ambulance, normal truck. I can't. Let me go. The moment I thought, let me go, I heard the voice of sound of a helicopter. Okay, hold on. So they put me into a helicopter. Helicopter, it was going, helicopter also 15 minutes it must have happened. Oh, I was background, helicopter ka piche ka seat mein I was sitting and putting my head like this, and the pilot is aage. And I was thinking, yeah, abhi nahi hoga abhi. Matlab, I was thinking in mind, abhi, let me go. The moment I felt like that, it was like the pilot heard. Not that I spoke, but it appeared that he heard. So he turned back and shouted at me, look, and oh, BB Camp, BB Camp. The BB Camp is the army cantonment of Srinagar, Badami Bagh Camp. Well, look, BB Camp, BB Camp. So I was lying like this. ऐसे करके देखा. I could see helipad, ambulance, वो स्ट्रेचर लेके बंदे खड़े वहाँ. अभी रुक जाओ यार, पकड़ लेते. तो then they put me into that. ICU में फटाफट हॉस्पिटल में गया. ICU में I was again losing my breath. So I thought, okay यार अभी I'm dying. So I okay, time हो गया. I thought, okay, I'm dying. So I died. But then but actually क्या हुआ? I must have lost my consciousness, or they must have given me some injection. I don't know. So to make me unconscious, the anesthetist must have done something, or I don't know what, but I. Oh, after 8 hours of operation and then the life support system, they must have kept struggling and to revive me and all. So I came back, and I was lying on the life support system, and all those pipes connected, all gadgets all around, and I'm again now on the bed. And I go, okay, I'm here. So, but I didn't have any strength. I mean, I cannot move even a finger. I cannot give in any expression also, ना ऐसे ऐसे move कुछ नहीं कर सकता था मैं. हाँ, this is how I was lying, right? So speak though I can't. So I am lying and I am seeing these doctors, nurses trying to do something. Then I'm again losing breath. Abhi this time I'm losing breath. Doctor, nurse, everything is there, but I can't speak. I can't even communicate. I can't move finger. I can't do. कुछ नहीं कर सकता मैं. मतलब if somebody is looking at my face, it will look so peacefully is sleeping, ना. कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं इसको. And I am dying. तो मैं कहा यार अभी क्या है, मैं बोल ही नहीं सकता. Here doctor is there, I can't tell. I am losing breath. तो मैंने कहा छोड़ो अभी, let's die. तो but what happened is this time I remembered God. मैंने that is why God is giving me so many chance, because He wants you must remember God before you die, right? So let me tell you, everybody here, you should have the desire that whenever we die, we should remember God. Very lucky if you can, उसमें ध्यान आ गया ना, अगर भगवान उस वक्त ध्यान आ गया ना, बहुत लकी है. So मैं कहा oh good, that is why God is sending me back always, है ना. मैं तो आउट होके बाहर जा रहा था, पवेलियन से वापस भेज रहा बार बार. God is telling me come back, proper procedure से आ जा. मैंने कहा इस बार भगवान याद आ गया, तो मैं भोले बाबा भोले शंकर बोला something. I did not know too many mantra, and I told okay I'm dying. I died. Then थोड़ा after some time I am again चेतना बोलते हैं हिंदी में ना, some I thinking वापस आया मेरा. तो my eyes are closed. I thought okay I have died, I have come on top now, and if I open my eyes इधर यमराज खड़ा होगा इधर, because he brought me ना, यमराज has brought me on top, so he must be standing here. ये लेके आया ऐसे करके ना, इसको नीचे से लेके आया इसको. तो मैंने कहा and सामने in front of me there would be चित्रगुप्त. You heard of चित्रगुप्त? You know what चित्रगुप्त role is, है ना? He is the record keeper of all our karmas. So मैंने कहा if I open my eyes, अभी he will be there चित्रगुप्त. Moment I thought चित्रगुप्त, I was now worried. मैंने कहा यार वो सारा काम तो उल्टा ही है मेरा. He will ask questions. Why did you do this wrong? Why did you hurt this man? Why did you be impolite? Why did you do this wrong, that wrong? मैंने कहा भाई ये मुश्किल है यार. I can't face this exam. वाइवा है ना, चित्रगुप्त के साथ वाइवा होएगा. मैंने कहा अभी ये कैसे फेस करेगा, ये तो पक्का मेरा सारा ही प्रॉब्लम सारा उल्टा ही है. Why I am not telling you this story just for the sake of it. Please take one lesson, everyone. Last time में सारा bad deeds will come. जितना उल्टा काम है ना, गलत कर्म किया है, वो आखिरी टाइम में ऊपर आ जाएगा, सरफेस करेगा. So what I am trying to do is today is I am leaking the question paper. Start preparing for that interview. What does it mean is don't do anything in life that you cannot answer then. Right? पूरा रिकॉर्ड ढूंढ लेगा. There is nothing good निकलना चाहिए. Right? नहीं तो सबसे पहले बैड वाला ही पूछेगा वो. So I am leaking the question paper. And अभी तो सर ने मेरे को बुलाया तो बहुत बड़ा गलती कर दिया. You can curse him. Because अभी क्या होगा कि now he will ask you कि not only you have done wrong, तो बोला एक बंदा भी भेजा था बताने को तेरे को. We sent you one guy who told you this. क्वेश्चन पेपर लिख किया फिर भी तैयारी नहीं की. नेगेटिव मार्किंग मिलेगा अब. पहले 0 मिलना था, अभी मेरे से इफ यू हर्ड मी नाउ, अब नाउ इफ यू स्टिल डू रॉन्ग, देन वो गॉड विल से अभी तो नेगेटिव मार्किंग देगा. भेजा था उधर मनोज कुमार को. वी सेंट मनोज कुमार देयर टू टेल यू दैट हाउ इज द एग्जाम, प्रिपेयर फॉर इट, लिख द क्वेश्चन पेपर. इफ यू स्टिल डू नॉट कम प्रिपेयर्ड देन मुश्किल हो जाएगा, है ना. सो नाउ बी इवन मोर कॉशियस नाउ, बिकॉज वो आपका अलग रेटिंग होगा उधर बाकी सबसे. जो एनीबडी इज नॉट हर्ड मी एंड एनीबडी इज हर्ड मी, वो एक्स्ट्रा, ठीक है ना. ही विल टेल यू, तुमको प्रिपरेशन के लिए भी भेजा था, है ना. वन समबडी सेंट यू, तो बी वेरी कॉशियस नाउ. डोंट डू एनीथिंग रॉन्ग इन लाइफ, राइट. कर्मा always keep doing right things. So that happened. Though I was thinking कि ये तो मेरा तो गया काम. But then I remembered, you know, my first unit was Rajputana Rifle. The Rajputana Rifle motto is Veer Bhogya Vasundhara. Means anybody who's come through martyrdom will get heaven. वीर गति के मार्ग से जो आएगा स्वर्ग प्राप्त होगा. और मैं कहा ओ यार अपना तो VIP पास है, मैं तो मार्टिरडम से आ रहा है ना ऊपर. तो आई एम अ मार्टिर, आई हैव डाइड बिकॉज आई एम अ मार्टिर नाउ. तो आई एम एक्सक्यूज, एग्जाम इज एक्सक्यूज. मेरा वाइवा एक्सक्यूज है, अपना तो कोटा है. आई एम कोटा फ्रॉम स्वर्ग का डायरेक्ट. आई बिकेम हैप्पी. मैंने कहा आई क्लोज दिस. मैंने नाउ आई विल ओपन द आईज, टेल चित्रगुप्त क्लोज दिस रजिस्टर. मेरा एक्सक्यूज एग्जाम, ये मेरा VIP पास है, डायरेक्ट स्वर्ग का एंट्री दे दे मेरे को. तो मैं आँख खोला उधर से, आँख कॉन्फिडेंस खोलेगा अभी बताएगा. आँख खोला, अरे आई एम स्टिल ऑन द बेड ओनली यार. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, I was so deeply disappointed and sad that I did not die. I still regret even till today that I lost a very golden opportunity to go to Swarga. I still regret. अभी ये कर्म करके जाना पड़ेगा यार, बड़ा मुश्किल है यार, it's very difficult ना. Now we have to do all the karma and go. अभी I still not sure whether one will go to Swarga or not. It's very difficult. But I lost a golden opportunity. ठीक है ना? So why I told you this entire thing is that, you know, that will come. Death is the truth. It will come. You will be tested. You will be tested firstly for your bad karmas. Question paper I have leaked. Start preparing. Start doing only good things, right things. Don't do anything wrong. That's the greatest examination. You daily exam prepare होता है ना? Today I am telling you the greatest examination that will happen with you is when you die. ठीक है? So that is one. Okay. Then when I came out of it, slowly I started recovering. I started coming back into this world. So I am like everybody. जैसे हैं. I am not that I am very highly spiritual. अब वो बोलते हैं हिंदी में माया मोह बोलते हैं ना जो. All attachments, detachments, all same. The only difference is I have a reference point. Today in my life, whatever I do, I refer it through that experience of death. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, I am same like everyone. So, but what happened is when I came out, then from that reference point of death, when I started looking at the world, then a lot of things I began to feel that, yaar, ye to sahi nahi hai. This is not right. What the world is teaching is not right. The world is defining is not right. I didn't know what is right. But I am trying to figure it out. Whatever I am understanding, I am telling you. Telling the world. ठीक है ना? That's how this thing. So now I'll tell you one thing. One simple thing today. You must have heard, like sir, ma'am and teachers, they're all parents also, right? You're all parents also. And you will become parents tomorrow. वो अलग है. But you must have heard when you grew up, when you were born and whenever you began hosh samala bolte हैं ना, whenever you gained consciousness about 4-5 years के बाद से, you remember what was the conversation that was happening. You must have heard your parents thinking about you, talking to you, or thinking about anybody. Some other parent, you must have heard uncle talking about their children, teachers talking about students, right from the childhood. What do you want to become? What is it that you have heard your parents wanted you to become? Anybody in this world, generally average, I'm just asking you a question, I want an answer from you. आपको क्या लगता है? What do you think that most people, adults, want their children to become? And they tell their children also. Or at times, they wish, they talk among themselves also, husband and wife. You know, we have to make our children like this. We have to make our child like this. Right? Or when they stand in front of God, then they will say, oh Bhagwan, मेरा बेटे को ये बनाना, वो बनाना, make my child this, make my child that, right? All combined, what is it that, quickly you start telling me, what is it that you generally parents or adults want the children to become? Anything? Doctor? Anything? Next? Engineer? Next? Lawyer? Or? क्या? लॉ. ओके. और जो आंसर दे दिया दूसरा नहीं देना, मतलब डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर, लॉयर हो गया. एनीथिंग? Scientist? Income tax? Huh? Indian? Cricketer? Okay. Government job? कौन और क्या है? IPS? Okay. Fine. Most of you are talking about career choices, right? Anything beyond career? Have you seen any adult people thinking about their children? It is not your choice I'm talking. जो आपने सुना है लोगों को बात करते हुए कि बच्चे को ये बनाना है. Whatever you must have. हाँ?
Good and successful person.
Good and successful person. और kind, disciplined, honest. Good. So should I move ahead now? Right. Why I am telling you that you will now be parents, na? So I will today tell you the mistakes that my generation has done, and which you have to correct it. ठीक है ना? So what you have told is what you have seen the people of my generation thinking, trying, talking, and trying to do also. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना? If they thought that engineer बनना, then they are planning also, na? They must have doing. They are sending you to school, this, that, everything, na? Have you ever seen any people, anyone of my generation, thinking after looking at the child or talking, I want to make my child a good husband, a good wife, a good father, a good mother, a good uncle, a good aunt, a good daughter-in-law, a good son-in-law, a good grandfather tomorrow, a good grandmother tomorrow. Have you ever heard that? No. That's the mistake my generation is doing. Please understand that. And for any other thing that we want to become, it's not easy, na? If you want to make engineer, then they are planning, na? They will make budget also, saving also, they will plan which school, which college, which coaching, right? They will work, na? And even after that, all that work, they may become, may not become still, right? They will work, you may still become, may not become. Am I right? And we are not even thinking that we need to make good fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, daughter-in-laws, son-in-laws, uncles, aunts, grandfathers, granddaughters. And if we are not even thinking, ladies and gentlemen, how does it happen? So that's what today I'm just only going to tell you, the mistake that we are doing, you need to correct this. And from now on, and if you're not even thinking, then how does the relations work? Now, okay, people of my and teachers' generation can say, we have seen life, 40 years life, 50 years life, experience. Okay, you also seen some life, no? What is your age? Average age? 14, 15. So, 3-4 years, okay, baby, you don't remember. After 5 years, you remember. So, 10 years, so you also seen life, na? Right? 10 years life, so you also seen. We may say that we have seen 50 years, but 10 years, so you also seen. In the past 10 years, you from your experience tell me, have you seen the relationships in families and societies are growing stronger or weaker? Then who will stop it? Right? And it has become so dangerous and so bad that a lot of young people of today are scared of even getting married. Because we are not teaching them how to handle relationships. If there's something that we don't teach you, if say I don't teach you maths, you will not like to get into an examination or very mathematics. If you don't teach you a sport, right? We teach you cricket and we don't teach you football. So you will not like to get into a football field. Na? So we're not teaching our children how to handle relationships, and that is why the youth of today are scared of getting into a serious, or casual relationship, I'm not talking, serious committed relationships. Please understand that, ladies and gentlemen. So okay, I'm not telling you start cursing this generation, forget. So many things we are not doing, so you learn on your own. Na? It is your life ultimately. So please start taking this seriously. And how does it happen? I will tell you. How does it happen? I'll tell you. And what are the things that the world is telling you which is actually destroying, which is actually making you incapable of making good relationships? Have you heard the world is telling that your dreams are important? Everybody comes, a lot of motivation speakers will come like this, stand here. Your dreams are important. Make your own choices. You must have your own opinions. Live by that. Realize your dream. Never compromise. Never let anybody hijack your dream. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. The world is teaching you to be individualistic. I, me, myself. I, me, myself. Selfishness. The more you think only about I, me, myself, the more you are, getting weak in handling relationships. Because relationships are not about I, me, myself. It is about he or she first. You just see two children who've been brought up on this belief that I, me, myself, my dream, my life, I will always, my choice, I will not give up on that. And then after 25 years, 26 years of life, they come together in a relationship. One likes red, one likes blue. Both have been taught not to give up on your choices. फिर कैसे चलेगा? Then what do they give up on? Relationships. So this is wrong. And you have to understand the real world. Everybody can tell you, sab banega, 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 banega. But the fact is, that many vacancies are only on top, yeah? ठीक है ना? But because I want to become popular in all of you, I can tell you. But I speak from truth. The fact is only that. And you ask one thing, you go and ask your uncle, aunt, parents, जिसको भी आपको लगता है confidence है, who are of my age or above, or grandfather, कि whatever the world is teaching, छोड़ो side में. Who do you think of your experience are happy? Provided he's got basic roti kapda makan hai and health is okay. These things are common. Then there is someone who is super rich, someone is middle class, someone is lower middle class, but roti kapda makan or health hai. You ask anyone, ki don't look at what the world is telling. Look into your conscience, Papa, look into your conscience, Mama, look into your conscience, Uncle, Auntie, Dada, Dadi, and tell me, aapne apne zindagi mein, in your life, whom do you think you have seen happy? In case all these roti kapda makan and health is fine, then what is the next factor which makes them happy? If everybody of my generation and above looks into their heart, they will tell you it is generations, it is relationships better. Now I'll give you an example. Right? I'll give you an example. Suppose you are a cricket team. And in a cricket team, you are fielding. And this opponent team batsman is not getting out. Then what happens? Between the overs, you will come together, whole team, and talk. Hey, what do we do, yaar? Out ही नहीं हो रहा है. So suppose you give one opinion, right? You tell, sir, I think you have an opinion. Ki let us bowl spin bowling, and I think we should set this field. You have some idea. You give your own opinion. You give your own opinion. 4 or 5 people have given their own opinion. Now the captain will, okay, let us try. Oh, he'll say, captain will try. Okay, aap idhar aa jao. Come. You also come. Just come. Right? Now you have an opinion. You tell ki, sir, let us do like this. है ना, फास्ट बॉलिंग कराते हैं, आउट होएगा, फील्ड इधर लगाओ, मिड ऑफ एंड यू टेल कि स्पिन लगाना ये ना. बट द कैप्टन सेज ओके, लेट अस ट्राई दिस गाय. व्हाट्स योर नेम? जयदेव. हां, जयधर. ही सेज, या जयधर का ट्राई करते हैं. व्हाट्स योर नेम? सत्य. सत्य. फैंटास्टिक. सो ही सेज ओके, लेट अस ट्राई जयधर. तो जयधर का आइडिया ट्राई किया एंड वो बैट्समैन आउट हो गया. विल यू बी हैप्पी? Will you be happy? If Jayadar, you are in the team, we all want that batsman to get out. एंड इसका आइडिया ट्राई किया और वो आउट हो गया, विल यू जंप विद हैप्पीनेस, राइट?
Because we got the wicket.
बिकॉज वी
Got the wicket.
एग्जैक्टली द पर्पज इज आउट होना है. बैठ जाओ. द पॉइंट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू मेक, द रीजन वी आर हैविंग एन ओपिनियन इज दैट उसको आउट करना है. मेरा आइडिया, उसका आइडिया, इसका आइडिया, किसी का भी होने दो, इसके भी आइडिया से आउट होगा तो आई विल बी हैप्पी, उसके आइडिया से भी आउट होगा तो आई विल बी हैप्पी. माई अटैचमेंट इज नॉट विद माई ओपिनियन, माई अटैचमेंट इज विद द हायर पर्पज एंड दैट इज टू get that batsman out. So as long as people are having opinions with a higher purpose, there will be no conflict. You can have 100 opinions different, no problem. Before we start having opinion, we should all agree that in case there are too many opinions, there is one man who will take the shots. There should be a leader. That is why in our system, in olden days, like in every family, there was a system of, every family in every society, there is always one village mein, there will always be headman. Every village will say ta 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 ta, headman will finally say ye hoga. Village will keep quiet. Every family there is a head of the family. Joint family will run only when there is one person who is head. The outside affairs, the head of the family. घर के अंदर का there will be one head senior lady who will call the shots. So then you got to chip quietly, drop your opinions. If only then we should have opinion. If without these two things, if you are having opinion, it will destroy relationships. You can have your own desires, but you have to see the larger interest of whichever, wherever you go. Larger interest में you will have to drop your desires. You can't say, my मर्जी, मेरा मर्जी, जी मैं ये चाहे ये करूँ, मैं चाहे वो करूँ, all that thing they are teaching, no? No. In the larger interest, you will have to keep your desires behind and do what is good for the larger interest. Whether you that happens whether you go in an organization or in a family. If everybody in the family thinks like this, that I will have my desires, we are all human beings, we will like something, we will like rice, somebody will like chapati, fine, it's okay, we are human beings. But for the larger interest, when it comes, I will keep my desire behind. He wanted to play for centre forward, but in the larger interest of the team, he said, okay, for today for the team, I will play the goalkeeper, even though that is not what I like to do. Getting a point? So these two principles, if you follow, then only relationships will work. Always. And that is why I am telling you. Now, but in the larger interest, मैं बता रहा हूँ, which is the largest means, you must always think nation first. Not as a, I am not telling you as a slogan. Logical है ये. Because if the nation does not exist, we do not exist. So you always think nation first, society next, family उसके बाद, उसके नीचे कुछ नहीं है, you are nothing. What the world is telling is I first. No, you are nothing. Nation first, society next, family उसके बाद, उसके नीचे nothing, zero. Please understand this. Always and every time. But when I say nation first, it doesn't mean that everybody can be this great man. Everybody will not be Swami Vivekananda. Everybody can't be Subhash Chandra Bose. Fantastic. No problem. Practical. I am being very realistic. Everybody will tell you, you can become this, you can become this. Fantastic. If you can become, fine. But most of us will not become. That's the truth I am telling you. Most of you will not become. No problem. If you can't rise up to this level, can you think of society? Okay, I'll think of society level. You say, I can't do that also. Then come down to family. Can you think of family? उसके नीचे कुछ नहीं है बेटा. Family के नीचे आप नहीं है कुछ. Even if you live your whole life only thinking family, you have lived a successful life. That is what your grandmother did. That is what your grandfather did. What did they do? Only live. You look at your life of your grandmother. What did she do, man? She lived her entire life only for family. She was very, very successful. So even if you live only for family, you are equally successful as this man. Please understand this part. But उसके नीचे, family के नीचे, I me myself, sorry. That's wrong. Don't learn that part. Understand that part? When do you see this happening? Age? 20, 25, 26, right? Now, how many saw this? Please. At the age of 80 plus, holding the hand of spouse. Nobody saw. If you want to be a cricketer, someone told me I want to be a cricketer. I'll tell you kitna banna hai. If I tell you cricketer, so what is your dream of, what is your ambition? If you say that I want to play only, what is your ambition? Cricketer banega, so where do you want to go? Which level? India camp. Cricketer banna hai, to India camp jana hai. If I ask him cricketer banna hai, मैंने कहा कहाँ जाना है? If he says that I only want to play from my society team, मैंने कहा क्या है यार? Such a small dream. Cricketer बनना है, society team. Army में जाना है, I want to only be सिपाही. Relationship में you want to be only 25, 26. You don't want to last this long. सोचो तो सही यार. Such a small thought about relationships, only 25, 26. Because to be holding hands at the age of 85 means that you have lived a life full of commitment. You have lived a life full of principles. You have forgiven each other. You have grown with principles. You have brought up nice kids. They are following a good life, principled life. You've got grandkids. They are also respectful for you. You have been very bad times in your life, but you have stuck together in that bad times, held on to each other, come out very stronger. Only after having done that is that at the age of 85 you will be holding hands with respect. Ladies and gentlemen, for every other thing, whatever you want to become, if you want to become an India camp cricketer, it will take planning, it will take commitment, it will take hard work. Only then you will be able to reach India camp, right? For relationships also, it will take a lot of planning, commitment and dedication to reach this level. Ladies and gentlemen, please start thinking and take that commitment. The day you first get married, you must watch this picture. Show it to your husband, show it to your wife. This is what we should aim for. That we should be holding our hands at the age of 85. 25, 26 तो अभी जाके पकड़ लो हाथ बाहर, उसमें कौन सा बड़ा बात है? What big deal? So that is what I wanted to show. You know, just a glimpse of what is going wrong today when we are dealing with our children. The mistake is ours, the fault is ours. That's what I'm telling. You need to correct it. Otherwise, things are going. You know, that's what I'm talking of reality. I'm talking from the background of truth, and my truth is death. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Mahabharati. Any questions?
The floor is open for questions. If anybody has anything to ask, sir, they can go forward.
शुभ बोलो
Namaste, sir.
हाँ
So, how do you handle days when motivation runs low even now?
मोटिवेशन
Runs even now.
लो
Low.
Motivation runs even low. Why should it run low, first of all? Because you are running behind in something which is, there are two things. Firstly, the purpose and the goal that you are aspiring for is wrong. Then I couldn't care if your motivation is low. It should be low. Anybody who is aspiring to do something wrong, if a thief is planning to steal something and he is not able to do that, and if he is feeling very sad, I am very happy. But if your aspiration is very noble, then you need to be continuously focused on that. And motivation will always run low if you have illusions. You always, if you know that the path to that noble destination will be filled with difficulties, then that thing making you sad, you will know that this difficult times is part of the journey. It will come. There is no rosy road from here to there. Please understand that. So then you will know that this is part of the journey. You look at the story of the gods, और राम को भी तो वनवास जाना पड़ा था. Nobody had a rosy path in life, right? But he knew that I'm walking on the right path, and that's more important. So don't worry about that. You be on the right path. Keep continuing and it will happen. ठीक है ना? That is very important. The next.
And my question is, what motivated you to leave Air Force and join Indian Army?
Air Force and join Indian Army. Yeah, Air Force में I was, you know, airman सिपाही का rank होता है जो army में. So I was that, and I was okay, doing well in my studies. Then I made a mistake. I didn't tell you that because that is a wrong example. So when I came into class 9 at your age, then I lost my way. I lost my way. I started doing all which should not be done. So I'll not get into that. So for that reason, my father told that my father also had a dream, officer banega, engineer banega, exactly the dream that you told. But then he saw that you are going the wrong way. So he told कि बेटा कुछ भी कर ले, but you need to leave this place because wherever I was, all company situations are bad. So he took a very wise decision. Again, probably, that is what is important. He says that मेरी तरफ से चपरासी बन जाओ. I couldn't care, but you need to become a good human being. And right now, this circle and the company you are is wrong. So he sent me to Air Force. And I went to Air Force. And he was very right. Moment I went to the Air Force training center में गया, वो 2 जूता 4 लात माला मेरे को मेरा ठीक हो गया दिमाग. Then I started working. Then I realized I have done a mistake. I should become an officer. That is what my father wanted to be. So then I completed my studies. I did my graduation in Air Force on duty, and then appeared for CDS, and I became an officer. So Air Force I was in the rank of Sipahis and all. Army I became an officer. That's the reason I became an officer. Yeah.
So for a student willing to join defense forces, what's the most important quality to develop right now?
Come again.
For a student willing to join the defense forces, what's the most important quality to develop right now?
Character. Yeah.
So, what qualities should be cultivated to be responsible citizens, not just good students and professionals?
Responsible citizens.
Responsible citizens, not just good students or professionals.
Students of
Professional.
profession.
Professional.
Come on. What is the last word?
Professional.
Profession.
Professional.
Profession, am I getting it right?
Yes, yes.
है ना? Profession, okay. You see, I told you that Rashtra Sarvopari hai. Keep the nation first. Right? Always. Keep the nation first, society next, family next. That is what. Even in an organization, keep the nation first. That is very, very important. So at times, what happens is, you should have your loyalty towards smaller things. Right? You are in a family, you will have loyalty towards your family. You are in an organization, you will have your loyalty towards an organization. But I'm not telling, okay, you are in an organization, well, simple. Most of us are going to end up like this, let me tell you. So whether you go in the family or in the society, organization, don't carry this notion of bada, chota. This is one of the biggest destroyers of harmony in organizations and families. Respect everyone. If there is job which you feel can be done away with, do away with. But if it is important, it is respected. That is responsibility. ठीक है ना? So you must respect everyone, including that amma who cleans the toilet or जो भी है. You must respect everyone. That is what you must remember. ठीक है ना? Okay. आप बताइए. Thank you so much.